city council's coming up. I'm going to run. I'm running for city council.
Yep.
This is my platform. If you have lived in Ventura for 10 years and you're buying your first home, you get first dibs.
Welcome to Get Heavy Podcast. With your host, Craig Casamas and Big J Curran.
So welcome to the podcast, guys. We're getting in.
What did you just drop, Ken Dog?
Who knows? Nothing. I was going through the I don't know if I talked about this. I was going through the airport, and they made me go through the thermal thing. And my crotch was like an absolute heat signature, and it busted me twice, dude. Like, I got pulled aside and, like, checked, you know what I mean? Like, they didn't make me take my clothes off or nothing, but I was like, bro, look at me. You know this is a fucking hot fire down here, and he just started laughing, you know? I was like, what do you think I could fucking hide in here, bro?
Been rubbing together for the last hour.
I could start a forest fire if I wanted to with these bad boys, dude. But he just, like, because I went through and I saw it, it was just heat. Like, and I was wearing, like, comfy clothes, like, no big deal, dude. He just, hey, we got to check you. I was like, yeah, it's the old crotch, right? And he's like, he just laughed. I was like, dude, look at this fucking thing. What are you doing here?
It's a lot.
It was a lot, dude. Yeah, it was a full-blown heat signature. Whole body was cool, hot mess, dude. It was amazing.
I get flagged for that shit a lot.
Yeah? For your hot crotch, dude?
Just, it doesn't matter what it is. I tend to get an extra search.
Yeah. Well, look at you.
Yeah, I know.
Do you ever bother trying to put on half a shirt at the airport?
Usually I try to wear as little as possible when I go through the airport.
Which is why?
I'm wearing the thinnest fucking shorts I can get on.
Yeah.
I'm wearing flip-flops. I'm wearing a tank top. I am not trying to be uncomfortable. It's already fucking sucks.
It's the worst, dude.
Oh.
If I was really rich, the one thing I would absolutely waste money on is a private jet. If I had, like, fuck you money.
I'd be happy with just first class.
First class would be nice, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so. I've never been in it, so I don't know. I don't know how nice it is.
Class.
Yeah, what's business? Is it like just the front?
Just bigger seats.
Yeah.
A little bit more comfortable.
Okay.
A little better treatment.
I've never been in first class, dude. I've never had the experience.
It was fucked up, man. I was working for Harley, and we went out to, say Pennsylvania, and that wasn't. I watched the show in Pennsylvania. Out to Washington D.C. Whatever area. To Mike's dealership. It's one of those fucking like car lot now, because they're all just car lots nowadays. They're the same concept and format of buying a car. The Harley dealerships use the same exact format. It's a 4-square format.
What would they? Why would they do anything different?
Because before you walked in and you said, "Hey, this is the bike I want," and then and they'd go, "This is when the bike will be here." This is
gotcha. Okay.
Now you come in and you go, "I want that bike, and I'm not going to pay that price." And the guy's got to go through his rigmarole, and you know, and so I was part of the initial start of that when that started to change from being you need to order shit to now you can
just shit's
pick
in stock
your dealership and find it, and you have to fight for the price.
Right.
And it's all Harley did all this. Another reason why I fucking hate Harley so much is they knew they had formatted what the price, where they needed to bring production on motorcycles, and they knew what they were bringing it to, and they knew that it was going to start turning into this whole thing. That's when they started. That's called the custom program. Okay. And that's their whole thing. It's a 7-step process, or I think that's what.
Well, now you can customize a bike on their website and shit.
And it's all custom as connect, understand.
Oh, there's like it's an acronym for something.
Totally.
Oh God, corporate
I can't
shit,
believe I
dude.
fucking remember it.
That's funny.
But they sent us out there, and on the way out there, the plane was kind of dead, so they bumped us up to first class.
Dude.
And I went, wow, this is fucking sweet. And immediately after I said that in my head, I was like, the fucking flight home is gonna suck.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and the
you had a taste of like real
miserable,
comfort,
man. Because it's from one side of the country to the other side, and
You're like a 5 hour,
you'll
5.5
understand
hour.
this. You probably are comfortable wherever you sit on a plane.
Yeah.
But for me, when I sit on a
So,
plane,
Yeah, I'm
I
like,
have to.
this
I
all
sit
day.
like this the whole time. You know, like me and Harvey,
God.
we do flights together, like to Vegas.
Yeah.
And we'd walk on the plane, and you could just see everybody on the plane go, "Sweet Jesus, don't sit next to me. Please don't," you know.
Yeah.
And then we end up sitting next to each other, and then I'll do this for a little bit, and he sits up, and then I'll sit up, and then he sits back, and we'll swap back and forth
Wow.
through the whole flight because it's just so ridiculously small.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah,
it
flying
sucks.
flying just sucks. But I think that would be the one thing I would just absolutely waste
First
money
class,
on.
man.
First class for sure.
Yeah, you ever see the one like first class to like Japan? Like
Yeah,
on their
or like the
flights?
Arab Emirates flights and shit, where you get your own cabin basically. You're like,
Jesus
holy fuck,
criminy,
man.
man.
Yeah.
I
Just shit that you'll never experience in your life.
Never,
Yeah.
never,
and it's some
never,
piece
never,
of
never.
shit like YouTube influencer going
Yeah.
like, go with me on my flight to Abu Dhabi, you know, and he's like in a United Emirates fucking cabin because he makes content, and you're like, I hate you, dude.
His YouTube channel is called Strictly Dumpling. The guy's name is Michael Chen, and I watch it all the time,
Oh, I've seen that guy.
and that's where I saw it.
Oh, really?
Name drop on the YouTube.
There you
Yeah,
go.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
He's fun to watch.
No, these guys that guy actually, because he does like food shit,
Yeah,
right? He goes and
yeah.
tries like really good food.
And
No, this is just like some fucking dumb fuck that
Dipshit
flies
fucking-
around,
yeah.
you know, talking about. You know what I should do is fucking actually make like a family channel, like family flights, and really fucking review how it is flying with a family. You know what I mean? Like, and see if I can get upgrades through the fucking, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we're gonna get a solid one video.
Yeah, you're not allowed on fucking United anymore,
Yeah.
dude.
Your son just tried to piss on the pilot.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Which Bronson actually got me today again, that son of a bitch. Not with piss, but he came and handed me a drink, which is a wild move, right? Like for him to just like show upstairs. I was laying down in bed for a minute. And he's like, here, Dad, I got you a drink. And I'm like, all right, dude. It was like a bubbly water. And I fucking opened it. It's all just all over me in a bed. And I'm like, you shook that shit up, huh? And he's like, ha ha ha. And he just fucking took off, dude. I was like, God damn it. God damn it, man. Little fuck. I'm just like soaking wet in bed. I'm like, this is tight, dude. And he just, the joy on his face when that shit went all over the place.
He could write his own content.
Dude, it's insane.
My brother and I were kids.
Little fuck.
We would.
Ugh.
And my dad showed us. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking, but he showed me and my brother to just cut a little hole
Oh, yeah.
right here.
The dribble.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
And
That'll
why
piss
don't-
someone off.
Oh my! We did it to them. We did it to all of them to the point that they cussed us out.
Yeah, they're like,
Where
fucking
they're like,
stop.
Fucking stop, you guys! Because
Yeah.
we just did it
You're
to
just
every
wasting
time
beer.
they opened a beer.
Yeah.
We'd, take a drink and then poke a hole in it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was ridiculous. I was like, you little fucking
That's so fucking
son
good,
of a
dude. I love
bitch,
that
dude.
kid so much.
Yeah, he was.
It makes me so happy.
I was just
Just to
soaking
know
wet.
that they still exist. you know?
Insane, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had yesterday. We had some friends over, like towards the afternoon. Went to Topa Topa for a couple beers, and then Chris Perez and his chick and his buddy Sean came over, and they were because Chris has kids. He knows kids are fucking weird, but the other guy doesn't. And he's like, this is the hands down the most entertaining house I've ever been to. He's all, there's a kid in full armor riding a fucking scooter, fucking through the living room, through the house, right? Bronson's fucking hitting shit with swords. Then you got King, who is obsessed with like 90s technology. So he's showing him his Walkman. He just got like a CD player Walkman, and he has a tape cassette player. And, we're talking about music. And then Scout comes out in her fucking handmade rat suit that she, like crafted within 4 hours. Like after I got home from the bachelor party, which was very fun, I came in the house at I got home at like 11:45 or whatever. Didn't go home very late. And I walk up and Scout's dressed as a full rat, like at the top of the stairs. I'm like, when the fuck did you make that, dude? And she's like, oh, today. I'm like, all right, this is nuts. But they're all like, this is the craziest fucking house I've ever been to.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, pretty much.
Solid invite to Topa Topa. I appreciate that. Solid.
Yeah, I should have. You don't like beer.
Yeah. I wouldn't have went.
Oh,
the
yeah,
point.
okay, touche, yeah. That's true. You were doing shit at the
Yeah,
Moose.
I was fucking trashed.
Yeah.
Oh, I was trashed.
I felt pretty rough the next day.
Oh,
Yeah, the bachelor party was fun.
bachelor party was fucking great.
It'll be a interesting wedding.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it will be.
It's fun.
Yeah, those guys are all good.
Yeah. There's beers left in the cooler.
I'm
and
sure
they
there
didn't
are.
bring that much beer to begin with.
I know.
Yeah.
Bunch of sober guys.
My bong
not drinking.
the water is dirty as hell.
I bet it is.
Yeah.
Those
a
guys.
lot of pot smoking kids.
Those guys smoked weed like teenagers, dude.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like teenagers that just got their driver's license.
It was a lot. It was funny.
Yeah.
They were in between vaping. They were rolling joints and doing bong hits, and then hand each other vape pens.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I had another shot. Actually, I only had a couple shots.
Yeah, which, by the way, you son of a bitch. Fucking A, dude. I get there, I work all day, I teach a plan reading class. It's like a fucking mental gauntlet. And the first one, actually, was nice. But I get there and we start bullshitting, and Jay's like, here, take a shot of tequila. And I'm like, all right. So I take it, and Jay's shot of tequila is a double shot almost every time. So I knew already I was getting a double shot. And I fucking hit this thing, dude, and I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, just, it was good tequila, but it burnt in a way where I was like, what the fuck is this, dude? And I looked down, and it's 80 proof.
Yeah.
80 proof tequila, which is, 40
it's
proof higher than normal tequila. Fucking 80 proof.
It was very spicy.
Dude, it was spicy.
was
Not because there
very
was spice
spicy.
in there. Like,
There was a lot of peppery back in the throat, spicy.
dude, it was brutal, man.
It was definitely it. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
but the
was, yeah.
joy on your face was
No, it made me
when
so
I was like,
happy.
when I realized what it was, I was like, what the fuck? I mean, instant head change, dude. I was
Yeah.
like, well, okay.
Yeah.
You know, it
Yeah,
was the
it
same
did. It
look
made
that
me so
Bronson gave me
happy.
today when he gave me that
It's
fucking
exactly
water,
what it
dude.
was.
Yeah, it was,
I got the exact
like,
same
oh
joy.
my god, dude. And then you got me with another one later, and that was good. But yeah, those fights were good.
Fights were great.
They were awesome. I mean,
I hate seeing Izzy lose.
I know it was a bummer, man.
You know,
it really
but-
was. UFC this weekend was.
Yeah.
I really was hoping that guy would win, man. Fuck.
Yeah. Me
Yeah.
too.
I just don't like Duplessis, dude.
I don't either. He's
I
South
just
African.
don't.
You know, I just kept waiting him to call him. What was it? Remember what was it? Fucking
Is the
Lethal
N-word?
Weapon 3?
Lethal Weapon 3.
Was it 2 or 3 where they were going to the embassy, the South African embassy, and it
Dude,
was
I
all
don't
about
remember.
apartheid and
Oh, really?
and the South African dudes were the bad guys, and they kept
Oh,
calling
really?
the black guys Kavas or Carvers or
Oh, really?
whatever the
Yeah.
African term or
We'll have
South
to look.
African term for yeah.
It's gonna pull some wild
Dude, it was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just kept waiting to hear something from him. But
Yeah.
he did a good job because he's racist as hell.
Well, you never. Yeah, I don't know.
No, you could look at him and see it.
Sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
Blue
I
eyes,
just-
blonde hair, Aryan cut. You know. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was interesting, man. It was I wanted it to go the other way, but that's the
Yeah.
crazy thing about the UFC. You never fucking know, dude.
No, you love it.
You never
love
know. Yeah, it was that was a long day.
It
I got
was a
home.
very long
yeah.
day.
After working all day and then going to your house, I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
It was a long day.
Yeah. And then that led into yesterday, which was a very long day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Had fun at the Moose Lodge, man.
Were you slinging burgers? Is that what you
Slaying
were
them for about 4 hours.
Shit.
Yeah.
Not bad.
It's fucking pre-made patties and grill some cheese and throw some grilled onion on there.
Easy, but
Yeah.
busy.
Yeah, just steady.
Yeah. You know what my favorite part about this weekend was that we kind of talked about it a little bit, but the CGI Craig Jones Invitational, that jiu-jitsu match I was telling you about.
Yeah.
With Craig Jones, he
Yeah.
did the super fight with Gabby Garcia, dude.
Yeah.
So good, dude. We haven't really talked about it. And this is like deep jiu-jitsu shit, but that Craig Jones is one of the more entertaining people I've ever. I knew about him. I didn't know he was as hilarious as he is, because every single lead up to this thing. So what it is really is that Craig Jones is one of the best grapplers on planet fucking Earth, like hands down, right? And he hates the ADCC, which is the biggest. It's a Super Bowl for jiu-jitsu, essentially, right? And it happens every other year, twice, every 2 years. So he was pissed, and he kind of Jake Paul'd him pretty much. He was like, dude, fighters are making nothing. Like, jiu-jitsu guys make $0 fucking dollars, right? Except for if you're doing, like, videos or seminars or whatever.
Yep.
And so he got in a huge fight with, like, the dude that puts it on, and the guy basically told him, hey, man, get your own fucking $2 million and do your own event then. this is why we spend they sold out the T-Mobile arena. You know what I mean? Like the ADCC,
big,
right? It's
yeah.
big. It's huge, but it doesn't need to be that big, right? They're spending millions and millions on
I
production.
can't imagine trying to watch a jiu-jitsu match from the bleachers.
Oh yeah, totally.
You know.
Yeah. So anyway, he was fucking like, fuck it, dude, because you get you're the grand prize winner for ADCC gets $10,000, which is nothing. You train for 2 fucking years. You know what I mean? And then you walk away with, you get the fucking bet, your ADCC world champion, but $10,000 fucking dollars is nothing. So he was like, fuck it, I'm doing my own event in Vegas the weekend of ADCC, same weekend. We're going to stream it live for free because the ADCC is behind it, Flow Grappling. We're going to stream it everywhere for free. Every ounce of ticket sales is going to a charity. That's all of it. Every ounce of ticket sales is all. But the winner of the 2 bracket winners get $1 million each for prize money. So these 2 guys
Who
won it.
sponsored it?
Well, it's the cool thing is it's like some super rich dude that just was like into trolling the ADCC. He was like, here, I'll give you $3 million, dude. Like, let's fuck with him, right? So Craig Jones is like, fuck it, we're doing our own. Set it up. He did it in on a pad where it had sloped walls, which is super interesting. It was way fucking better because normal jiu-jitsu mats, they're just a pad, and once you go out of bounds, you get reset. So you get, like, you'll watch a reset like 100 fucking times, you know what I mean? Because I move out of bounds. Whereas this, you can't. You're like in a cage. It's like karate combat.
Yeah.
And so there's no reset. You get penalized points if you're not engaging. Like, there's a lot of, like, cool shit that he did that's, like, that just worked. But every single person that competed in CJI got $10,001 to show up. So he wanted to make sure.
Show up.
Just to show
Just
up,
to
right?
show up.
And then $1 million. He ended up $2 million in prize money.
Yeah.
But it's just the way he did the whole press for it and everything was like, he's a wild motherfucker, dude.
Yeah.
Australian, doesn't train at all. Like, he's like, he does seminars and shit, but he doesn't take it seriously. He's just so goddamn good. He's like
Just a natural.
He's like a leg lock. He was with the Danaher Death Squad and shit.
Yeah,
so
we talked about that.
he has B Team, which they broke off from Danaher and the Ryan brothers, Gordon Ryan and the other. Anyway, they don't like each other or whatever.
They call themselves B Team.
Yeah, they're called the B Team. Yeah, and dude, but he like every fucking interview he talks about how gay jiu-jitsu is. They're like, I watched him interview the other day, and he's like, why don't you dispel some of the rumors about jiu-jitsu? And he's like, well, jiu-jitsu is gay. It's not a rumor. It's the gayest thing you've ever done, for sure. It's as close to being gay as you could possibly get.
Yeah.
And he just says all this shit. And then, like, he just released these fucking Ray-Ban glasses that have a Coke spoon on them, like, on the hand. Like, and his celebration, they're like, what are you going to do after the match? He's like, I'm going to Colombia for rehab for 2 weeks. I can't wait, It's like, just everything he does is so fucking funny, dude. But then to watch him, we watched a little bit of it, the Gabby Garcia shit.
Yes.
And she is so big, dude.
She's a
so
big
big.
woman, man. And he crawled all over.
He did, yeah. He
Very
played with her
jealous.
for like a round and a half and then tapped her. And he's incredible.
And completely played with her, though.
It looked like it to me.
Totally
Yeah.
looked like it, man.
Yeah.
I was so jealous.
Yeah, I know.
I want her to do
Yeah,
that to me. So
I know
bad.
your obsession with big ladies. Dude.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
like
mean?
them. I like them.
But the best part about the whole match is that they made a bet, Gabby Garcia and Craig Jones, that Gabby Garcia has an OnlyFans where she only fucks like giant black dudes, I'm sure, right? And so he was like, hey, if I win, you have to make an OnlyFans video with me, right? And she's like, what the fuck? Like, and he had to win by an ankle lock, right, for it to happen. But and then if she won, then he was going to pay her $100,000, like,
Yeah.
just for fucking.
Sounds like a good bet.
Yeah. So anyway, after the fight, they hugged and they're like, well, we're sorry you didn't get the OnlyFans. And Gabby Garcia's all, it's on. Like she yelled it from the crowd. And he's all, yeah. Like he was all stoked. Yes. So there's gonna be an OnlyFans with them. He's just one of the fucking raddest dudes, man. And just the way he did it, he proved that you can absolutely do it and make a lot of fucking money.
And have a good time.
And have a great time.
Yeah.
And he restructured jiu-jitsu matches, which is fucking cool, man, the way they scored it.
We watched it, and I'm not even kind of a little bit of any
Right.
type of expert on jiu-jitsu
Right.
at all. He could have ankle locked her.
He probably could
A
have.
couple of times.
Yeah.
He had
Yeah.
her leg, and he had her set up. And
Yeah.
and let it go. I mean, he could have tapped her a bunch of times.
I think
man.
so.
And
yeah.
it was.
I mean,
that
she's
was-
obviously she's a 19-time world champion. I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, but she's a woman.
Yeah.
You told me all about how women are not nearly as good on Saturday night when we were hanging out.
This
Are you
is true.
backing out of that now? 'Cause you're
Is
like,
that
no,
is that what
women-
we're going
women-
quotes out here?
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing?
If they're gonna wrestle, it should be with a broom and a mop. Or something like
that what I said?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay,
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Well, I stand by those comments.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. Sorry, you got here.
No, we're good.
Okay.
We're good. Definitely good.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty interesting. Slancha.
Yeah. Hey, to the DNC.
To the DNC, dude.
Chicago
Oh yeah, that's
Cup.
right. The DNC is going on right now. Did you watch any of it at all? A little bit. Yeah, I was watching some of it. Snooze fest.
You know what? Here's my takeaway.
All right.
These people have to just be dumb as shit. I don't care how smart they actually are, but they are just dumb as shit. When I watched this little short clip of this black dude going, and we've talked about this, and I'm not disagreeing I'm because of what you've said. If you didn't say it, I wouldn't have known it. But like how Biden has done a lot of good stuff for like creating jobs and infrastructure
Yeah.
and getting a lot of people back into work and
There's
doing
been
all
a lot
this
of
shit.
good things,
But he's like he was literally talking to him like he's one of the best presidents we've ever had.
Totally, dude.
And I'm like, what the fuck are you
Why would they go
talking about?
otherwise? So you know. What I
Yeah,
mean?
but it's the full commitment to it and the smile on your face that you can sit there and he doesn't. He's not faking. He actually thinks this
No,
shit.
they believe it, dude.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's what I don't fucking understand.
Right.
I don't understand how you vote for either one of these two guys. You know,
I don't either.
I
but,
mean,
no.
Trump is fucking wild, dude. He is fucking wild.
Right.
He gets into some like he doesn't even try to touch bases on how we're gonna do this or that or the other. It turns into Kami Kamala or fucking
Yeah.
you know
Yeah, he just-
what
Yeah.
Walker Biden
Saying he just
you
found
know?
out she's black. You know.
Yeah.
you're like, all right, calm down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dude.
Like, fucking relax, dude.
It's so
Yeah,
much,
yeah.
man. And Kamala's like she hasn't done shit as vice president.
Yeah.
She's been the most unpopular vice president we've ever had.
Hmm.
She did just every sound bite is just garbage.
Yeah.
I got so many requests for people to make my greens that I had to wash them in a bathtub. And all of a sudden you're a hick
Yeah.
from Canada?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
come on, stop. Fucking
Yeah.
be real. Get up there and talk about some shit.
Yeah.
You know, be real about what's going on and what you're, you know.
Did the media
But none of them
call
do.
out on that?
Oh, there's people that
everyone,
have, but the media,
you know,
the
but it doesn't
mainstream
matter.
Media doesn't. They're so fucking garbage, man.
Yeah.
And we all know this, man. It's not, you know, but mainstream media is such garbage that it's whatever if it's Fox or whatever. Like one of the articles I was reading was The Guardian, and I knew what I was getting into
Yeah.
when I was reading the article.
Yeah.
You know, because it was anti-Trump.
Yeah.
You know, and how Trump's hit at the DNC or RNC when he was talking, and how they were really trying to keep him on track and trying to say like,
Sure.
stick to this, you know, stick
Yeah.
to what we
Stick
need
to
to
the
talk
script,
about.
yeah.
And then he goes off and starts talking about all the
Yeah.
Biden and Hillary and all this stuff.
Yeah.
But you know, just listening to him talk about like how the Clintons, how today's Bill's birthday.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
Bill
okay.
Clinton's birthday today. Happy birthday, my man. You know what I mean? I hope you get another
The
one.
last coxman we have ever had in
Dude,
office,
seriously.
dude.
Fucking Obama was pretty
Yeah,
solid,
but he
dude.
wasn't not slinging
his
dick like
wife.
Clinton.
I
did.
wasn't talking about him. I was talking about his wife. Yeah. I was talking about Big Mike. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know what you're
I
talking
fucking
about.
love the Big Mike shit.
So do I.
dude.
So much, bro.
good.
Did you see the meme? Did you see the meme? Put this meme into this. The meme where it's Michelle Obama doing the fucking pole vault.
No.
Oh my god, dude!
If you
Insert
can
that in
find
there
it.
because it's just her going over and just her junks all over the pole. and
Oh,
all
is it?
over the-
Oh, so it's the dude. It's the Olympic dude that
Yeah,
got his
with
dick
her
stuck
face
with
on
her
it.
face. Oh my god,
God,
yeah.
it was so fucking.
The internet
funny,
is
dude.
unfucking
It's
unbeat,
so
dude.
good.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
there's
it's just crazy. You know, it's just and the amplification and the like. It's not even the amplification. It's the actual fact that like people are like, "Hey, look, man, stop funding Israel." You know, you have this tiny little thing going on, and you're destroying Gaza. That's just tiny, fucking
Right.
tiny. And you guys are giving Israel money to do this, and you're giving them weapons to do this, and like so many people are like.
Well, dude,
and
have you seen the protests in Chicago right now?
Yeah, they were just arrested for it.
Thousands and thousands of people are there
Yeah.
protesting the DNC, which is actually like it got me thinking because the DNC started today. It's happening right now. I watched like the first, let's say, hour of it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then I watched some of the protest speeches too because I was just like
Same.
seeing what the fuck was going on. I watched Cornel West speak, a bunch of other people. You know what I mean? And 99% of it is
Real
about
quick,
politics.
before we get off base
What?
on that one, man.
Huh?
Listening to Cornell speak is very, very entertaining.
He's really good. Yeah.
He is
Yeah.
really, really
He's got that
good, but
old
he
school
also
shit.
gets very, very wild.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? It's like he just. I
Wasn't
can-
he running for president too?
No, he's still running for president.
Is he?
He's running on a different platform, but yeah, he's running for
weird.
president,
Yeah.
and that's what I've been listening to.
Yeah.
And he's very, 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 very smart.
Totally,
You
yeah.
know, and I love listening to him, but his dialect and the way he says things and
Yeah.
does things is pretty.
Well, he's got that old
Interesting.
school black preacher fucking.
100%.
You know what I mean? And that
Yeah.
good for him. I mean,
Yeah.
it's awesome. You know, but I watched
It
him
is so
speak,
good.
and you know, like I said, there's thousands of people in Chicago right now protesting the DNC,
Yeah.
and I started thinking, I was like, dude, what like do people protest the RNC? Like, you don't really hear of it. You don't really hear of them ever protesting the RNC,
no-
right?
Excellent question.
No, it doesn't really
but
happen,
it's
right?
Because nobody shows up.
Well, there was
Like-
plenty of people that fucking Trump RNC. The RNC this year was fucking bananas, dude. You had Hulk
wasn't
Hogan
packed.
ripping his shirt off. It was pretty packed.
It was, but it wasn't full. It was
Yeah, but-
8,000 people, and they didn't pack it.
Well, whatever.
You know what I mean?
I'm
There
sure
should
the
be a
I mean
line.
the Democrats just got busted photoshopping crowds into their fucking shit. You see all
Everybody's
that?
done that, though,
I know,
haven't
but
they?
it was pretty bad. They
Yeah.
photoshopped. Did you see that one of her coming off the airplane? There's like crowds of people, and then the reflection of the airplane, it's no one. Like no one at all. You're all, what the fuck? So I mean, all the
don't
goofy
like
shit
her.
aside,
I really don't like
it's
her
fine.
so much.
It's fine.
You know what I mean?
There's just more of the status quo shit. But the interesting thing to me was the protests. Like, and then I started thinking like, okay, is it just this DNC, or does it happen all the time? Like, is there one that's more protested than the other? Like, the Republicans are obviously more on. They're more on the they're more uniform, right? They all kind of run the party line, and there's stragglers and shit.
Yeah.
But they all fucking fall in, pretty much. But the DNC, historically, there's always been protests. I watched a killer video today of Rage Against the Machine playing a protest at the DNC in like the 90s, dude. And it was
Yeah.
wild. There's thousands of people
Ken
there.
Dog.
You know what I mean? Yeah, we give me one of those too. One of those iced.
That's all we got. Oh wait, no.
Yeah, we got those iced tea. But yeah, it was very, very interesting. Just to like look in the history of like.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, man. I started trying to look up like the history of like protests at the DNC specifically, right? Because they, the Democrats celebrate, essentially protest and speaking your mind and all this shit, and then
Depends.
well, it
If it's
depends.
in their favor.
Hilariously contrast to what.
Right. Yeah. So it was
it's just
very
whatever's
interesting.
in their favor, though. You know what I mean? They still.
But the trippy
really
thing is that,
complain about that
the last,
whole-
I think the last time the DNC was in Chicago, there was a massive riot in like '68 over the
Yeah.
Vietnam War.
Yeah.
So it was like, it's very weird that it's come back to Chicago. There's massive riots over Palestine and Israel, or not riot. I'm not going to
Not
say
riots, they're-
protests. They're doing whatever they're doing.
From
but
what I've seen,
thousands
and
and
I'm looking
thousands
for
of
it later
people.
on, I'll be looking again right,
To
from
see
what I've
if it
seen,
turns.
Like 4 people got arrested.
Yeah.
They grabbed some gates, broke the gates off, rushed a park, and they all got arrested.
Right.
Not all got arrested, but 4 of them got arrested.
Right.
But it's still the beginning, all of it.
This is
Let's
day
see what
one, dude.
happens.
This is day
Yeah,
fucking one,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Let's see what
But
happens.
in '68, there was massive riots over Vietnam. You know what I mean?
Never
So it's like-
forget Kent State.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
Kent State. Yeah, it's just very interesting that it's like the only thing that happened during the RNC was that the grinder usage went up through the roof. Did you see that? That all the Republicans were in where was the RNC at? Like fucking Minneapolis or something, like somewhere over there.
Are you serious?
And yeah, Grinder actually almost shut down because there were so many people using it
for
while
you
they were in
guys,
town.
I know that you guys are.
Yeah.
I
So
know
that
you
was like
guys
what was happening.
Are all
yeah.
pretty.
Pizza shops around there were going on.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just so you guys know, in case you don't, Grindr is a dating app for men.
Yeah.
It's for gay men to.
It's a
hook up
hookup
with
site.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
you know,
There's
just
no
in case
dating.
You don't know, although
There's
I
no
can't
dating.
imagine you listen to us and don't know what Grindr is. You know, I think that's how I got to meet most of you.
Yeah, totally.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, there was a
what?
whole report. Let me see. The amount of the president that owns the company was like, there were so many people on the app that it was crashing. While the week of the RNC, there was so many people on Grindr. Hold on, let me see. Stats on Grindr during the RNC. Let's see. The RNC is the Super Bowl of Grindr, they said. Let me see here. I'll find it.
Oh my god.
Did you get a new phone?
Let me find it. Sorry. It's so funny, dude.
On another note, they were pointing out that once the surrounding pizza joints starting around the Capitol building go into overdrive past 11 p.m., that's a pretty good solid indicator that nobody's going home. There's some shit going down in the Capitol.
Well, possibly. Yeah, people need to eat while they're
wow.
throwing Molotov
They use that as
cocktails,
a
right?
trade indicator.
Oh, I thought you were going for pizza.
Yeah, that makes
shit.
sense.
It's a trade indicator.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it said that the president of Grindr said that the RNC was the Super Bowl for Grindr with the amount of usage. Basically, Grindr Super Bowl during the Republican National Convention, which is pretty interesting. No riots, though. No protests.
No.
Right? Because they're out there just secretly fucking
Yeah,
each other,
there's a
apparently.
bunch of
But now
raw
you got the DNC starting today, and it's like
Yeah.
thousands of people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, and it really is a weird thing. It's like,
You know what was the opposite sales during that?
what?
Condoms.
Yeah.
You know they're all just raw dogging each other.
Oh, totally, dude.
You know?
Yeah, for Jesus.
Yeah, for Jesus, man.
Yeah. Well, if they
That's
put a
that's
condom
all-
on,
that's
they
how
know that they're doing something wrong,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
So they
yeah.
don't want God watching.
Yeah. That's
Pretty much.
their way of staying away and being, making sure that they're living their anti-abortion laws.
Well, dude, imagine like how hard you could get. You tell your wife, I'm going to the fucking RNC for the week. And you're just out there living, dude, and there's fucking all these you can do what you want. There's thousands of people there. You could just get away with fucking whatever, dude. You just go to live your fantasy for a week, getting to hear uptight Republican bullshit, and then also like getting to secretly fuck like new dudes all the time. Yeah, that's fucking crazy, dude.
That
like
is so
for
crazy.
a closeted gay man,
is
like
so crazy.
that's amazing. Yeah.
Did you guys see the World Health Organization release the alert for the pox? Outbreak?
I've seen some shit, yeah, already.
We'll see, bro.
Yeah.
We'll see. But
I don't know.
I don't trust anybody anymore
Yeah.
with that stuff.
I've
so
heard
much.
about, there's like the monkeypox, there's
Yeah.
the new fucking blah blah
But
blah.
how many times have we heard SARS,
Something.
monkeypox,
Something's coming in.
bird flu?
I don't
you
think
know.
this I would hope that they would never not they wouldn't, but we would never be like ever fall for that again. Not in our lifetime
Man,
at least.
Still,
you know what I mean?
I still
Not that it was
Look,
not
I-
that
I-
COVID wasn't a fucking nightmare for some people. But
again,
the
and,
shutdown thing.
The shutdown thing was what was a little.
That's where
wild.
it's nuts.
But like when it first started happening, they're like, "Hey, man, we need to check this shit. Like, we need to lock down for a minute. Let's see what's going on."
I get that, yeah.
But the whole
Year and a
carrying
half.
it on,
Year and a half.
you know, and it's still
Yeah.
constantly seeing people walking around with masks on.
I know, it's wild.
And
You're out seeing it more now,
know,
really,
But because we had a band playing on Friday,
Uh-huh.
and they had to cancel because one of their members got COVID.
Right.
I mean, we all know somebody's got COVID right now.
Right.
You know, we're just none of us are like, oh shit, they're dead.
Yeah.
You know,
it's
we're
true.
just like, oh
it's
shit.
true, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's true. You're like, oh, it's a bummer, dude. Yeah.
I was telling my brother when I had that respiratory cold
Mm-hmm.
a couple weeks ago and I couldn't go to the show and all that shit that happened, and it was gnarly, man. My brothers kind of had the same thing going on, and I was like, I think it's just COVID light, bro.
Yeah, it could be.
I think it's kind of a type of thing where it's a respiratory cold that we got that could be COVID, but COVID light. No, I tested, and I went, no, I get that.
Yeah.
I just think that it might be COVID light. I
Right.
think that it might be like a variant
Could be.
that's
yeah.
fucking our lungs up because both of us were fucked. but it's not testing positive for it.
Yeah,
because
you
it's
never
just
know.
Not, it's a light version.
I
of
don't
it.
know. Yeah, it's a weird one, man. I just don't. I hope we never fall for that shutting down
I
the
don't
fucking
see
world
how
thing again.
the whole problem with that is you and I are talking about this on a different type of level. The people that were on board with it are the same people that are going, Biden was a really good president, and Kamala Harris is going to
be even better. Yeah.
The shit.
Yeah.
We need a woman, a black woman,
Right.
to be president.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She's black?
That's what she keeps doing. You know what I mean? That is the most. Dude, I'll code switch. You put me in an environment where I'm around
This is
certain
true.
groups of people, I just immediately assimilate because I've assimilated my whole life.
Right.
Been around it. And it's not even, I don't think about it. And you guys hear it in my talk. You guys talk about my shit all the time. I was standing there in the kitchen by myself the other day and said some shit and went, man, that was so ebonic. And I was just by myself.
Yeah.
Like, remember? That pot pie tastes good, remember? Like, what the fuck is wrong with me, man? What is going on here? I wish Craig was here to hear this.
You
so he
said
could
something
mock me.
so wild on Saturday, and I'm not gonna dare to repeat it, but it made me giggle all weekend, dude. It was, and it wasn't bad. It was like something that you would like. Anyway, it just made me giggle so fucking hard, dude, because I knew how you grew up. You know what I mean? Like I just totally knew how you grew up, but. Yeah, I just think it's very fascinating to me that there are such wild protests at the DNC and then nothing at the RNC. But I think it's because, the culture is, and the RNC is toe the party line. Fucking, this is our guy.
Yeah.
Support the guy. That's it. None of that's going to get fucking covered. Also, Trump takes up a lot of the atmosphere. There's not room for anything else. You know what I mean? And then you get to the DNC and it's like, you got half of Chicago, most of the businesses have boarded up already in protest.
Oh, if I was
you know
in
what I mean?
Chicago,
Like,
I would have, for sure.
Yeah, they absolutely boarded up their businesses and all kinds. They're expecting some shit to happen, dude. And it's like, it's a bummer.
Implies they forgave him about his Epstein connection.
Well, who knows, dude? That
They
shit will
forgave
never come out.
everybody.
Yeah,
about
everyone
their
got
Epstein
forgiven.
connections, Ken.
Yeah.
I don't know if you realize this or not, but that dude was deep into some shit because nobody's talking about
Untouchable.
None of it.
Yeah.
None of it. Nobody says anything about any of it, man.
Yeah.
It is wild.
Yeah.
That it was a thing. It was an obvious thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys have looked up the picture of Bill Clinton, the painting of him in a dress.
Yeah.
That
At
was in
Epstein's
his house.
Yeah.
If you haven't looked it up, look it
You
up.
should look
It's
it up.
fucking hilarious. But all that just got swept under the rug. But that's just part of the program.
That's
man. It's
because
all
that
kinda-
will-
It's all the same thing.
that will
It's
take
all
down
part of
everybody.
It's
You know what I
all
mean?
part of the big wall that they keep around themselves that just keep us from, like, the same people that are towing the line for the DNC and are still preaching that and that are still doing the same thing for the Republican Party. And then as soon as anybody says anything about Kennedy, they're talking about that worm brain fool.
Yeah.
That fucking guy, it's like,
Yeah.
they're just, it's
Yeah. That shit will take down
know.
everyone, dude.
Yeah.
They're not going to let that ever come out. That will be a secret longer than JFK. You know what I mean? For sure. How many people were wrapped up in that? Because that was not a party line thing at all.
No,
You know what
no,
I mean?
no, no. That
That
was
was
a
like,
rich
hey, do
people
you like
thing.
to do weird shit?
Yeah, and you have a lot of money.
Yeah. And we just saw that the Republicans love to do weird shit on Grindr. You know what I mean? So it's fuck it, But yeah, there's just the amount of businesses that are boarding up. Chicago is like, I've been watching news reports on it. They've been talking about it for a week. Businesses started a week ago boarding up their whole entire businesses because they're just terrified that shit will go off. You know what I mean? And then the Israel-Palestine shit is like, that's where it gets weird too, because it's like, I totally agree with the protesters for the most part that it is wild what's happening. You know what I mean? Like with the Israel-Palestine shit, what's happening with Israel and Palestine is nuts. Like, and they have a strong argument that what's happening in Palestine is fucking barbaric. You know what I mean?
So are you saying Jews control our government, Craig?
No, I'm not.
That's what I heard.
That's what you're
Ken,
hearing.
pretty much.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
what you're hearing for
Ken
sure.
said yes.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. Yeah, but it's like I agree, but then also like how you go about it is a weird, like a wild thing. You know what I mean? It's like you're just it's too wrapped up in everything else.
All of it is so crazy that it's just like this total frontal assault of information that you can have on what's going on with Ukraine and how much money we're sending.
We're not
to
talking
them.
about that anymore. Period.
That's
gone.
that's
that war's over pretty much, basically.
Except for they're just
According to the news cycle.
They're still funneling money to them.
Oh yeah.
Constantly funneling money to them.
No, I'm
No,
just saying
it's
in the
like-
news cycle,
we don't
it's
hear about
over.
it at all.
It's over.
You don't hear about
a fucking
nothing
thing about it.
at all.
It's over in the
It's
news
a-
cycle.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well, because
nobody's protesting
The
what's
reason
going on.
is now because they're actually attacking Russia now with
Yeah.
UN fucking
Yep.
with UN weapons,
Yeah.
and it's escalating to a point to where we can't look like darlings anymore.
What is it?
You
Is
know
it,
what I mean? And then Israel put out a statement the other day,
Lithuania?
basically saying, "Hey, this war is happening with Iran and everyone else. U.S. better get involved." You know what I mean? They're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, really? Not tight, dude. Thanks." Yeah, they basically stated like this war isn't like
I want to say it's
imminent. You know what I mean?
I want to say it's Lithuania. Or is that how you say it?
Lithuania.
Lithuania.
Okay.
That Germany is moving into Lithuania.
Right.
No, the military is moving into Lithuania right now to set up military towards Russia.
Sure.
That's going on right now.
Wow.
So all of this stuff,
There's a
things
world
are-
war a brewing. dude.
There's a lot going on, man. You know, and it is 100%
Right.
like you said. It's
Yeah, it's coming. But
You know,
but the interesting
it is why I haven't stopped drinking. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I get a lot of radiation treatment for free.
This is kind of true.
Yeah.
Vodka, dude.
Yeah.
Got to switch.
Well, you know,
Tequila might work.
I like tequila, but
Yeah.
I'm talking about the whole thing will get nuked.
Yeah, we're done
That
anyway.
swollen liver will be fine.
They're all surprisingly. He's got a lot of shit to work with here. Yeah.
Broken arrows, mishaps, and there are there are numerous occasions of outside influence of decommissioned from like UFOs, extraterrestrial shit.
Sure.
Like that.
Yeah. Of course.
And it's
Well, here's the thing. I just listened to an episode on that Sean Ryan dude's podcast. He had a chick that wrote a book on nuclear war and the current nuclear program. It is fucking terrifying, dude.
I couldn't listen to it.
Dude, it fucked
could
me
not
up, man.
listen
Like
to it, bro.
the amount of like nukes that even though we've decommissioned a lot of shit, you know, we still have thousands, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and Russia has that
Inventory
many.
assets,
So
for sure.
what she was saying was that if a nuclear launch is detected by the U.S., you have 120 seconds, I think, to react, to push the button, to launch a counterstrike, which will automatically launch 100 nukes. Automatically. That you have like literal minutes to make the decision, and it can only be made by the president. And there's one fucking tiny little spot that launches them.
And burnt out Biden's the one that's fucking
Right, so it's
Hey, Trump, did you
it
hear
is
that one?
more than mutually
Trump,
assured
did you catch that
destruction.
one? Burnt out
You know,
Biden.
and you hope it doesn't get to that point. But
Well, and
the
it
wild
doesn't- It
card,
doesn't fucking matter.
There's intervention.
It doesn't matter.
There-
if,
but
if
you
we
can't do
shoot-
shit
if
about
we
'em. You
shoot
can't
shit
shoot
to
'em down, you
Russia-
can't
that's the thing. It's so there. Have you by chance seen that the UFO footage of the UFO literally?
yes,
severing
yeah.
that
We
warhead.
can't count on a fucking UFO saving us.
No.
Here's the thing.
You know what I mean? Like you
Is
can't
it
count
doesn't-
on a UFO fucking.
It doesn't
you know,
matter which way it goes. It doesn't matter if they launch at us or we launch at them or we launch at China. China launches at us. Whatever it goes, however it fucking goes, no matter what.
Half the
we
Earth
all
is
lose.
done. Yeah, half
Nobody.
the Earth
There's
is over.
no. If Russia gets it over here before, there's no. None of that matters.
Right.
Fucking none of it.
Yeah.
We're all fucked.
Yeah.
If nothing from Russia hits us, and we launch a bunch of shit into Russia, we're still fucked.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. The winds are going to be carrying that shit all throughout the world,
Right.
man. And it just doesn't
It's
matter.
over, yeah.
You know, and we got a bunch of fucking egomaniacs that are controlling our government and our media and
Everyone.
You know?
You got Russia, you got China, everyone's fucking.
yeah.
You know.
Dude, today I watched I can't fucking stand the guy. John Oliver.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's just another fucking left
Something about a
puppet,
British
man.
guy. Something about a British guy
Oh.
talking to me about American politics, like
Well, and
immediately
it
makes me
just-
mad, dude.
It's just such a hardcore left puppet.
Sure.
Like you know, like just a talking point puppet. But I was watching one today that popped up talking about Hawaii and how bad we've fucked that fucking, like
crazy.
how we fucked them. Like how bad we fucked them. Like, and just continue to, you know, and it's like we have these, we leased whoever we are,
Yeah.
leased a plot of land to our military for 65 years for $1.
Right.
And that is a military launching point or a firing range.
Okay.
So they just fire all this like missiles and rockets and
Yeah.
shit into this land that's in Hawaii.
Which happens to
then-
be like sacred land for
Sacred
the,
land,
Yeah, totally.
and-
you know.
And they don't clean up.
Yeah. Why would they?
So they're, well, because they can't, it's dangerous. So they
dangerous.
don't clean up.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, you can't because there's live ordnance in it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
yeah.
And then there's another one you're like you're talking about. It's a military base that is and the natives have sued them and gotten to where they have access to it, and
Yeah.
but they have to ask permission. They can do it like twice a month or whatever it is, but they have to ask permission. And then there's a guy that goes in there with them that as they're walking along, he's looking for live ordnance.
Oh wow.
So as they're trying to go and
Jesus.
pay respect to their elders and pay respect to their
ancestors
land and their
yeah,
ancestors,
totally,
and they have to be escorted on by a guy that's looking for live
He's
ordnance.
like, whoa, don't step there.
Yeah, and it's supposed
Kenny,
to
I'm
be their
hearing
land.
something come out of the speakers. Is that translating at all, or is that your headphones? You think it's headphones, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, that's what.
Hey,
that's
is that what it
you
is?
hear. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Is it? I wonder if it's picking up on your mic. You know, making things echoey. Anyway, it's a weird fucking. It's just so fucked everywhere. I just the thing about just wrapping it back to the DNC and what I've been thinking about all day is that I would have zero problem with all the fucking protests if it was about anything to do with us.
Us.
You know what I mean? If they were out there saying, "Hey, man, we need fucking this, we need this," you know, this is what you should be doing for our community, and I get it, man. Like, we got to be concerned about the rest of the world because we own half of it, you know, or we got our
China
fingers in
owns the
everyone.
other half.
You know, we got our fingers in the pie, fucking everywhere, dude. But if these guys were, and that was like the cool thing about that Rage Against the Machine show that I saw like in the '90s or whatever that they protested. It was like all about like, you need to fucking help fix this place. You're not doing the thing you've said you were going to do. When it goes like to the simple thing, like her talking about, you know, making tips tax free, when 2 years before she was the deciding vote to tax tips. You know what I mean? You're like, fucking come on, man. Like, just bullshit like that. You know what I
But
mean?
that's
Like,
not going to get put out there.
no.
You know what I mean? It will on kind of an undercard, but
Sure.
they're not going to like when she stands up there with her. I don't like her.
Well, that's fine, dude.
But when
I mean,
she stands up there and she's talking about it, and her smile and her like, we're gonna make it so that your taxes aren't. Nobody in the Democratic Party is gonna go, hey. No, like CNN or whatever news program
Right.
is not gonna go, hey, look, here's
here's
2 years
here's her
ago.
doing the vote.
Yeah.
She was the deciding vote to tax tips. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like years before. And it's just all that flip floppy shit, dude. You know, but if like the protests were about something that actually fucking helped this place, I'd be fucking all for it. And I might actually fucking show up and help. You know what I mean? But it's about some other shit going on in the other part of the world, some injustice that has nothing to do with
Always.
you. You know, and it's like, dude, what are we fucking doing here, man? Like, why aren't we calling out all these politicians for the things they're doing here rather than trying to hold them accountable for some crazy shit going on in the fucking Middle East? You know what I mean? And it's just, that's why, yeah, distraction. I mean, for sure. But it's depressing. You know what I mean? Because it's like the Democratic Party, essentially, I've agreed with most of my life, you know, on most things, you know, social issues, all this stuff. Financially, I'm a little more fucking Republican, but actually probably more libertarian, really. I
think
want
that's
smaller
where,
government.
like,
I want
most of us
fucking
are
less
there.
taxes, all that shit.
There's
But-
a YouTuber called Peter Santinello. Peter Santinello on YouTube. It's really, 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 really. It's just one guy that goes out to all these different spots in the United States, and I don't think I've seen him anywhere else but the United States. Like I've seen him at a Hopi reservation. I've seen him at like the reservation, which I don't know how you call it a reservation. It should be just their land. But up in Alaska, out in the middle of nowhere, and he's out there just like, what is this? And he's just talking to people.
Yeah,
Literally just randomly rolls into gas stations and like, hey, how do you feel about this? What do you like about being here?
Like real
And
people.
Real,
Yeah,
and it's so,
real people.
I enjoy it. It's one of my favorite shows. I watch it all the time. Peter Santinello.
Okay.
But today he was in like Pittsburgh. And he was like, this is essentially the Rust Belt.
Right.
And he just walking around and talking to people and going through all this stuff and like, what were you guys, what was this town or this county, what was its thing? And he goes, well, we were the biggest manufacturers of nails. That's what we did was nails.
Right.
And then he's talking about that, and he's talking about like, the factory was here for years. The whole time it was here, it was made out of wood. It burned down twice. They rebuilt it out of wood because you use nails and wood.
Right.
So just to kind of like to prove the point and stuff. And
So we don't care how many times we lose this factory.
no, but
We're fucking getting
what's cool about it, and it makes me just kind of, I have this thing where when I go on vacation
Pause.
now.
You hit the mic. Sorry.
Did I?
Yeah, you're
Better?
crushing your mic. Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah. So what every time I watch it, just renews my commitment to, instead of spending a bunch of money and traveling around the world, to spend my money to do a 10-day trip in my truck.
Sure.
To go travel all these places, because it's really cool and really neat to see real people that he interviews and talks to. And then he's like, what's really crazy is these people, a lot of them really don't even know who our president is.
Dude, yeah.
Because he's in Amish country, so there's Mennonites and which is cool because he says all their names, the Mennonites and whatever they are, and he's like, they don't care.
They don't give a
They
fuck.
have no idea,
Yeah.
and like he pulls over and there's a sign that says we sell tomatoes and cucumbers, and he rolls up into this ranch, and these people are farming and cultivating over here, and they go up to this house, and it's a bunch of kids running around, and he's buying these beautiful looking tomatoes that are all deformed and not perfect.
Yeah,
they're
course.
fucking
But
good.
they're good, dude, yeah.
And it just renews my commitment to traveling around the United States
Yeah.
and actually getting to know people.
It's such
which
a
neither
huge.
one of our political parties has anything to do with.
No. It's super easy to fucking make policies from your ivory tower.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And make policies that have nothing to do with that has to do with the majority of our country.
Right.
And not just trying to make policies that are based off of Portland and Seattle and
the major hubs.
and LA and San Francisco or Washington or whatever it is, or trying to get that swing state vote. It's just if you get a chance to check his videos out, man.
That sounds awesome.
Really,
I love that kind of shit, man.
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah, because you realize traveling around how much people are very much the same. They just want to be left the fuck alone, to be able to do what they want to do. They want to be able to pay for the shit that they need to pay for. They don't want anyone fucking with them, dude. And it's like, and then all it takes is something like the fucking NAFTA trade agreement done by Clinton that fucking ex-nayed every job out of America, to create help create a world fucking policy. You know what I mean? It's like, dude fucked probably that nail factory, because why the fuck would you buy nails from America when you can buy them from China or Indonesia or wherever the fuck, or Mexico or whatever it is, you know what I mean?
South
like
America.
This whole global trade shit is like, in a certain way, okay, I get it, but motherfucker, you could do a lot here.
But
you know
talk
what
to
I mean?
a serious Democrat, somebody that's really a hardcore Democrat, and ask them about NAFTA and see what they have to say.
Yeah. I don't know.
Because it is wild.
Yeah.
I remember when NAFTA, it happened, and I remember just going,
What the
what
fuck?
the fuck did you do that for?
I was
and
pretty
then-
young
and then-
when it
and then,
happened.
no,
I
was fairly young.
Yeah.
I was, but I still remember going,
What?
How? Why would you?
Why do we have to
that?
buy fucking tomatoes from Mexico, dude?
Yeah.
Like, we could buy them here, and then why Why are they buying our bullshit and over here? And then why are we doing this just
Or
to ship it
if-
here, just
if-
to move this, just to do
Or
this?
if anybody will buy anything from
The
us
only
anymore.
thing
Right.
we buy from Canada is their whiskey.
Is that?
My
Do
dog-
they? I
my-
wonder
my
what
dog
is
food.
Canada's dog
My
food?
dog food comes from Canada.
Oh, okay. I
It's
wonder
a
what their
family-owned-
major export
it's
is.
a
What's Canada's major export?
Bullshit.
Canadian Royal whiskey.
Bad
see.
decisions.
What is Canada's major export? Petroleum, crude oil.
Surprise.
That's like top, and gold. Right.
That makes sense.
Car parts, medications, aircraft and space. So yeah. So the big shit, you know. You know, but it's very little compared to whatever else the world is doing. Because in Canada you have to pay workers actual salaries to do it.
Yeah.
Right? Where you can just go to Africa and mine lithium all fucking day and pay them nothing. You know what I mean?
It is when you listen to these people talk and you see all this stuff on what it takes to mine the lithium, to mine the all the different things
Cobalt,
that
fucking
have
everything.
nothing to do with the United States.
Oh, it has everything to do with what.
Well, no,
all
I
of
mean
our
as
shit.
far as what like you couldn't do the mining here
Fuck
that they
no.
do there.
Well, they
You
don't- we
can't
don't have
fucking just
cobalt.
strip mine fucking
We don't have it.
Montana. We have
We do,
you
but
know.
not like that.
Yeah, but it's just crazy that all these people that are just such advocates for people's rights and a woman's right to choose and all these different things, and we need to all be driving electric cars by 2030 because that's going to save our planet. But they have no, and they know.
I don't know, man. I don't know what people know. I'm always
fucking
shocked.
Garbage Newsom knows.
Well,
He knows what's up. He just is going off of what he thinks that flag flying that's going to get him.
you think,
reelected.
man? I don't know.
Yeah.
I think a lot of these guys buy their own bullshit, man.
He's a puppet.
Yeah, he's what?
He's just a
Puppet.
puppet.
Everyone's a puppet.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
But as being as narcissist as it is, you still wonder who's his string puller.
String Puller
The same
is the
people that have been
largest
pulling the
donor to his
strings, yeah.
campaign.
Which are the
Oh,
same, and in his family and like
Follow
he's-
the
he's-
money, dude.
follow-
You know,
Yeah,
that's
if
it.
you've seen his paper
whoever
trail,
donates to his fucking campaign and his fucking interests or now of course he could do whatever he wanted, but it's like
and
that's just how
it
they
might
all
have been
work.
a bullshit video. It really might have been, but I watched something on how he's connected to the Browns and Pelosi, and
Well, Pelosi's his aunt.
so
That's for
Pelosi's
sure.
his aunt.
Yeah.
He's connected to his family's connected to the Browns, like he's like a nephew or whatever.
But Brown
Like,
was
there's-
fucking pretty badass, dude.
Well, he was also he did a lot of fucked up shit.
He did
too.
some fucked up shit, but he did a lot of good
yeah,
shit too.
I mean,
He was at least like pretty honest about shit. I
he
felt
was pretty
you know?
honest about shit,
Yeah.
but he also, did the Pepper Act and
Yeah,
made it so
that's
that
true.
you can't retire, you know what I mean?
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they all
Yeah,
do good and bad.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Yeah.
But if you look at the connection,
there's
the
always a
same
connection.
people have been running California for
Yeah.
50, 60 years.
Except for when fucking Schwarzenegger got in, dude.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Dude, never thought I'd want him back.
I know, right? How would Conan be the voice of reason, dude?
It's crazy because when he was president, I was like, I'll never watch a fucking or mayor. I was like, I'll never governor.
Yeah, he was a
I'll
governor.
never watch him. Never watch one of his movies again. I'll never support him again. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, right,
And
dude.
now I'm all like,
It was pretty great.
yeah,
He was awesome,
Yeah.
dude. He was awesome.
yeah.
I mean,
Chris Pratt.
I can't say shit about his policies. I don't think the country went into the shit with him in the helm, but when Conan the Barbarian is like the voice of reason now,
Yeah.
that's a wild fucking thing.
And a quick blip because
Right.
nobody talks about it at all.
Mm-mm.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think most of us, well, I can't even say, but I think most of the talk is just what an asshole Newsom is.
Well, now, yeah, especially from you.
Yeah.
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 The general
Yeah,
consensus
it's
of
wild,
the public,
dude. Yeah, it's just it's a whole thing. So I'm interested to see how this all plays out. This will come out on Wednesday. There will be day 3 of the DNC
Yes.
at that point.
Yes.
And everything we could be saying could be fucking fucked up or a Nostradamus prediction of the future.
Yeah.
But I do see things getting a little wild at night. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? At least. You know what I mean?
I can't wait.
You know.
And that being said, I want to bring up something that we talked about on Saturday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And
Oh,
it's
the fact that I'm
really
running?
important. Yep.
Yeah.
But, we need to get into
Should I
this.
announce it now?
Definitely, we
All
should
right.
get into it.
So city council's coming up. I'm gonna run. I'm
Yep.
running for city council.
Yep.
What's
Craig
my platform?
Kasamas for city council.
Craig Kasama. The reason I'm
Yeah.
running is because Jay can't.
No, I can't.
Because he's a felon.
I can't. But I will.
So
be
I'm running
back
for city
behind him
council.
100%.
And
backing him up.
yeah.
We're doing this.
I'm running on this basis.
Yes.
All age venues,
All age.
more
venues.
liquor licenses
Yep.
for
Yep.
bars,
Yep.
and restaurants.
Less people allowed to live here. In
If
LA.
if you haven't lived in Ventura for 8 years, you can't buy a house here.
Perfect.
Is that a good one?
8 years is kind of short.
It's short, 10.
Yeah, we can go 8.
Let's
'cause
just say,
eight still
how about
gives an
this? This is my
opportunity.
platform. If you have lived in Ventura for 10 years and you're buying your first home, you get first dibs
Yes.
on buying a home.
Yep.
No outside
Yep.
investors,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Make Ventura great again, dude.
Yes.
That's what I Yeah, because should we do some hats?
Yes.
We should.
Yes. Yes. Oh
Yeah.
my
Pink,
God.
though. Pink
Yep.
hats.
Pink
Make
hats,
Ventura great
white
again,
letters.
dude.
Make
Yeah.
Ventura great again.
Yeah.
And do the
Yeah.
lettering and
Yeah.
rainbows.
I want all age venues. I want fucking more liquor licenses at bars, less fucking red tape to get into it.
Yep.
I want Ventura residents to be able to buy the house in Ventura first before some LA dickhead with a man bun and hemp pants who has a fucking 3 acting credits gets to buy a fucking house here.
that lives here for a month
Right.
and talks about
Yeah.
it like they've been in Ventura.
This
whole
includes
life.
Ojai too. All you fuckers are out.
Yeah,
dude.
Ojai, you're out too.
Yeah, I'm gonna evict.
We're-
I'm gonna evict half of Ojai.
We are gonna. One of the things that we're gonna put on the list is we want Santa Barbara County to envelop Ojai.
Yeah.
Ojai is already full of.
You think it's
pretentious
ruined?
Pricks.
You think it's already
fucking
ruined?
It's
Like
been ruined.
we'll separate from
Yeah.
Ojai, like we're nothing to do with them.
Ojai was kind of a cool little hippie community, and I know still a lot of that goes on, but it's
Sure.
also a lot of just a pretentious rich people that
Yeah,
need
totally.
to be
Yeah.
excommunicado.
Yeah. So if you guys have ideas for
Yes.
platforms that you
Yes.
want me to take a stance on, please hit us up.
Yes, hit us up.
Let me know what my running platform is.
Yep.
I know the ballots have already been cast, but I'm gonna fucking go.
Yep.
I'm gonna go RFK on this shit, dude.
Yep.
I'm running my own campaign.
Yep.
Craig Kasamas for city council. I don't even know what position I'm running for, but
Yep.
whatever the highest one I can get to, that's what I'm running.
Yep. He's
All
going
right,
to have a
so-
media manager.
Yeah, this is true.
Slash
I brought in
co-host.
a really, really killer fucking manager to
Yep.
help manage this campaign. He hasn't showed up yet. He's
working on
right
it.
now speaking at a DNC riot.
Yeah.
But
Yes,
he'll
he
be
is.
here soon. You know what I mean?
He's
He
totally-
may have been an ex-boxing promoter, dabbled in MMA a little bit, but he's fucking righteous.
Yep.
So I'll be running for city council. Like I said, if you want to own a home in Ventura and you've lived here for a long time and you can't, I'm your fucking guy.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to be able to open a business and get a liquor license for less than $500,000, I'm your fucking guy.
Yep.
If you want all age venues where kids can have a good time and a safe time, then I'm your fucking guy.
Yep.
Those are my 3 stances right now. Fuck everyone from LA that keeps moving here and
Yep.
ruining this place.
Send him home.
Send them home, dude. We're gonna send them packing right
Yep.
back to the fucking
Yep.
valley
Yep.
where they belong.
Yep.
Having
Back
said
to
that,
LA hats coming soon.
go back to LA.
Yep. Coming soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have
we're-
all the fucking Texas slogans that they are about Californians. That's what Ventura is going to be for anybody outside of Ventura
Right.
County.
This is not Ventura.
back to
This is
LA.
not Kentucky anymore. It's not
No.
Ventana. This is fucking Vin Casamas, dude.
Yes.
And that's what we're fucking
We're
doing
making
here.
it happen.
We're gonna make this shit happen.
Yep.
So I appreciate you
Yep.
guys for watching the podcast. If you guys like this shit, like and subscribe. It's a free, easy way. Thank you to anyone who supports anything we're doing. We really
Yep.
appreciate it. Check out the merch. Check out the Patreon. Anything else?
Yeah,
1091
1091.
Scandia. 1091 Scandia Avenue, Garage
Yes.
Bar. You can
Yes.
see Jay there slinging
Yep.
drinks every once in a while.
Yep.
And
Having a good time.
that's it. I love you.